This is Telcoin, and this is the weekly time frame for Telcoin. What has it been doing since the pump that is seen back about 2 weeks ago? Now, I talked about a falling wedge pattern scenario here and a smaller falling wedge pattern that's within the bigger one. I'm going to go ahead and take away the smaller falling wedge pattern here because the price target on that has already been met. Okay, and then we're just looking at the bigger falling wedge pattern right now, and based on that breakout point there, the measure move for this breakout is going to be about 1 point almost 1.3 cents here for this breakout of this pattern here. Now it has gotten rejected at about that zero point 0.7 cents level, so what could Telcoin be doing here, and what is looking like the next move for this coin? I talked about a cup and handle scenario on the 6 hour time frame, but that got rejected, right? It was somewhere over here. And I also talked about a bearish divergence signal here on the daily time frame. So I said something to be watching out for, even though you're seeing a bullish pattern on the 6 hour time frame, because one, the higher time frame usually wins, and seeing bearish signals on a bullish pattern could decrease the success rate of that pattern. Okay, so that was on the on that scenario there. Now I want to illustrate to you guys another scenario here. This is the 12-hour time frame, and this is basically a head and shoulders pattern on this 12-hour time frame. You guys, it's probably a lot more clear on the 6 hour time frame here. You guys can see a head and shoulders pattern, which is usually a bearish pattern, okay? Which is a bearish pattern that usually breaks to the downside, and this pattern is still very much valid. If the support here is going to be about 0.46 cents here, okay, for this head and shoulders pattern. Now, if this thing breaks down, the breakdown target would be about 0.35 cents for Telcoin. But there are also some bullish signals here. Now, this is a bearish pattern with some bullish signals. Because why am I saying that? Because there is bullish divergence on the 6 hour time frame, right? One bottom, second bottom. This, you can basically call this a double bottom as well, right? So basically a double bottom. And just to be conservative here, this would be what you're looking for. So you have a double bottom inside a head and shoulders pattern. You also have bullish divergence that's playing out. So quite a bit of bullish signals for this bearish pattern. And I think that would decrease the chance of that bearish pattern playing out. Okay. So that is basically what I'm seeing. So this head and shoulders pattern, the resistance, if you want to actually invalidate it, is going to be about 0.575 cents. Okay, so let's see if Telcoin can do that, because it is basically at the intersection of that bearish pattern and further downside. Let's take a look into the daily time frame here. Daily time frame, it is trying to stay on top of the daily 200 SMA, which is a huge moving average and a support. Okay, let's see if it can stay above that, right? So this is basically where Telcoin is at. Let's see if it can stay above that head and shoulders pattern support and continue higher, or will it be breaking down from there with that confirmed breakdown level to be about 0.465 cents there, okay? Now, breakdown targets is going to be about 0.35 cents. Price targets are estimates only. There could be more, there could be less. A lot of which does depend on what happens with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin dumps from here, these altcoin setups, chances are they're going to be dumping as well. If Bitcoin pumps from here, that's going to give more tailwind for some of these altcoins. I am long on quite a bit of the altcoins here, so my opinions on these markets are bullish right now. However, these are just my opinions, not financial advice. Like the entirety of this video, you guys gotta form your own opinions and strategies. This basically wraps up for this video for Telcoin. Let me know if you guys want to continue seeing any more of Telcoin, or any other coins in this market, I'll pick a request to do for you guys on a daily basis. And I'll see you on the next one.